Now this is a way to start your first backpacking trip right here in the snow.
Right.
All right, everybody, it's March 2nd. I'm here with my buddy Richard. He's on his first backpacking trip. It is still the off season. There's snow on the ground everywhere. This is the Thunder Creek Trail. Well, we're currently in the first mile of Thunder Creek. This is my first time being out here during this season. Normally, the creek is a rushing river. A little less creek, a little bit more river. But right now in the off season, it's been reduced to really still and calm. We've already had to switch up the layers we're wearing because we are trudging through the snow. We're kind of post-holing it, no snowshoes. Haven't had a clear section of the trail yet. It's been just snow, which is a great way to start your first backpacking trip. Right, Richard?
Oh, yeah. Good time.
So he's already breaking a little bit of a sweat. We've got probably a mile and a half to Thunder Basin Campground. Probably stop, have a snack, and carry on to there. We're hoping to make it the 6.4 miles to McAllister Horse Camp today. We'll see what happens. Well, Richard has definitely enjoyed himself already. Getting some footage of Thunder Creek. Like I said, this is the most tame I have ever seen it. Never been out here this time of year. It is like a totally different trail. The snow is everywhere. It's just a winter wonderland. Obviously, that's the trail right there. So people are hiking it, at least day hiking it. We've been seeing some tracks too that look like they might be some cross-country skiing tracks. I don't know if we're going to see anybody camping out here or not, but definitely people in the parking lot and definitely signs of at least day hiking out here. And here we are coming up on the bridge. That's the widest section of Thunder Creek we've seen so far. Still running pretty decent, not quite like the summertime. It's gorgeous out here though. No precipitation for us this weekend. We're going to get sunny skies. And we're using our hammocks. As you know, that's what I love, guys. And in weather like this, it really pays dividends because we don't have to find a place to put a tent.
That's a lovely idea.
Yep. Well, that's the first piece of trail we've seen. That's what it looks like, by the way. Just in case you don't see it again.
All right.
Oh man. And the bridge is piled up with snow. Oh.
You got that stuck in my head now.
Which song?
Green Day Sunshine.
Oh yeah. Gotta love trail sing-alongs. Going good, how are you?
It burns.
How you like the ride so far?
Tough here, tough there. A lot of fun though.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's what I like to hear. Got our first little creek crossing here. It's not exactly a horrible fording experience. We'll see how Richard does here. Whoa! Nice form, but a little rough on the landing. He may have to settle for the bronze. Alright, and just for that, watch me fall. Well, it's been pretty thick snow, about 2.5 miles into the trail. And I think we're going to go ahead and stop at Nev Camp here at right next to Thunder Creek. So not as long of a hiking day for just a short little winter jaunt, but gonna get a camp going and a fire and hang up our hammocks and enjoy ourselves as soon as we find ourselves a spot. And it looks like this is gonna be home for the night. We've already kind of scouted it out down here, found a spot, and we're right next to the creek, so good water source. A couple of good hammocking trees over here. Beautiful view of Thunder Creek. Alright, time to set up camp. Well, we've gone ahead and made ourselves at home. That's Richard's hammock set up, and then mine is put up right behind it. I'm still rocking my regular backpack, the one that I took on the Appalachian Trail, my Z-Packs Arc Blast, and Rich is he's rocking an old school bag, a Jan Sport external frame backpack, but it's doing him okay for this trip. We just started collecting firewood. We got our pile going. Rich is out right now on his next run. Gonna see if we can build up enough to have a fire at least for an hour or two tonight before we go to bed. Well, the sun's going down in the valley, and we're just sitting here next to the fire, enjoying a couple more snacks before we go to bed. It was definitely a bit of a challenge to get this thing going with all the snow out here, but we did manage to get it going. Probably took a good half hour to get the base sticks burning, and then probably the better part of another hour to really get the fire going. And Rich is over here. And this is your first mountain house meal, right?
Yep.
First one you ever had?
Pretty tasty.
Yep. Lasagna flavored, which in my opinion you can't really go wrong with. Oh, there he is.
That's a little bright.
There he is, folks, enjoying his mountain house, sitting in his hammock. We only got a 2.5 mile hike going out tomorrow, so we'll see you guys in the morning. Well, it's 8:52 in the morning. We hit a low of 18 degrees last night. That's cold. Hammock was nice and warm. I slept really well. Time to get up. Well, guys, we're making a hike back to the car, and I just wanted to take a minute to talk about not being afraid to change your plans. There's really no wrong way to do things out here as long as you're not being unsafe. Our original plan was to hike to McAllister, and that was 6.4 miles in on this trail, and ultimately we hiked like 2.5 miles, found a campsite at Nev Campground that we liked, and thought it'd be a cool way to spend a day by the river. And that's perfectly okay if that's how you decide to do things. Just make sure that you're being safe and notifying people when your plans change at home. But there's nothing wrong with mixing it up a little bit. These local hikes are not through hikes, so you don't have to worry about making a 20-mile day, and you don't have to worry about beating the season to complete a long distance trail. So the important thing is to make sure that you have fun while you're out here and enjoy your adventure.